Hi, it's Carolyn from True Crime Chat with Mommy Ramblings, and let's talk about Lori Vallow Daybell, aka Doomsday Mom, aka Cult Mom. Her trial is due to start April 3rd, and I thought it would be the perfect time for a case refresher. So without further ado, let's dive into this case. Lori was born in San Bernardino, California in 1973. Lori is no stranger to marriage. She tied the knot 5 times. She's no stranger to death either, but we will get into that soon enough. Her first husband was her high school sweetheart, Nelson Yanes. Didn't go well. After Nelson, she married William LaJoya. She had a son, Colby, with William, but that didn't end well. And she moved on to her third husband, Joseph Ryan. They had a daughter, Tylee, together. When that marriage ended, she married Charles Vallo. She adopted J.J. Vallo with Charles, and then on to her fifth husband, Chad Daybell. – 2004 was a really big year for Lori Vallow. She competed in the Mrs. Texas pageant. She also appeared on the game show The Wheel of Fortune, where she won $17,500. And she got divorced from Joseph Ryan. In 2006, Lori walked down the aisle again to marry Charles Vallo. He had 2 children from a previous marriage. They eventually adopted a relative's child on Charles's side of the family and named him JJ. JJ had special needs and was being raised by his grandmother, Kay Woodcock. Things went sour and Charles filed for divorce. And on January 31st of 2019, Charles was so concerned because his wife told him to stay away from the house. It was completely locked up. She told him his things were out of there. She had threatened to kill him and said things about the kids. And so when he couldn't find her, when he came in from a flight, he had been away on business, she even went to the airport and took his truck. He went to the Gilbert Police Department, and there's body camera video that captures that conversation. And in the video, a distressed Charles explains that he's worried for his and his children's lives. He said that Lori has had a break with reality. He says she's out of her mind. He begins to explain himself. He says it's a long story. She's had kind of a break from reality. I tried to support her as much as I could, but it's gotten really, really bad lately. She had a break. And then he says, he said that Lori believed she was previously married to Angel Maroney. That's from the Church of Latter-day Saints. And he said that he had just flew in from Dallas and that Lori took his truck from the airport, took all of their money out of the bank. He said that she has threatened to murder him, kill him. She says to him, "You're not Charles. I don't know who you are." Then she says she can murder him with her powers. She's speaking as a spiritual being. She goes to temple every day. She says then that he's not Charles. He's someone named Nick Schneider. He said she is nonsensical. She told him she would destroy him. He couldn't reach her. The house is locked. He was asking the police if he could break into his own house. He said he didn't know what she was going to do with the children. She told him that all his stuff was gone. And on July 11th of 2019, Charles Vallo is killed by Lori's brother, Alex Cox, who claimed it was self-defense. And Lori goes on to marry Chad on November 5th of 2019 on a beach in Hawaii. And now Chad is able to get married because his wife of many years, Tammy, at the time was thought to have passed away by natural causes just a couple weeks prior to that November 5th, 2019 wedding. The question, where are the kids, was asked to Lori multiple times because the kids were nowhere to be found. And by the kids, I mean Tylee Ryan and JJ Vallo. Tylee was 16, JJ was 7. Nobody had seen them since a date probably around the third week of September, September 23rd. And now they're off in Hawaii having this honeymoon, and nobody knows where these kids are. She's given the police different stories. Well, she was arrested in Hawaii, February of 2020, and she was extradited back to Idaho. Chad wasn't arrested, but he made his way back to Idaho to support his newlywed wife. Alex, in the meantime, Alex Cox, the man who killed Charles Vallo, claimed it was self-defense, died himself in December of 2019, allegedly of natural causes. Chad Daybell was arrested on June 9th, 2020, when JJ and Tylee were found buried on Chad's property in the pet cemetery. So, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and grand theft by deception for the death of Tylee and Ryan, first-degree murder for the death of Tylee Ryan, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and grand theft for the deception for the death of JJ Vallo, first-degree murder for the death of JJ Vallo, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and the death of Tammy Daybell. Yeah. Those are all the charges that Lori has. Chad Daybell's separate charges are first-degree murder in the death of Tammy Daybell, insurance fraud for a life insurance policy he had on Tammy Daybell, for which he was the beneficiary, and received funds after her death. And additionally, Chad Daybell was charged with another count of insurance fraud. Lori Vallow Daybell's separate charges include grand theft related to Social Security survivor benefits for the care of Tylee Ryan and JJ Vallow that were appropriated after the children went missing and were found deceased in the state of Arizona. She was also indicted on a different charge, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder related to the death of Charles Vallo. Chad fought the courts to be tried separately from his wife, and it was granted. His trial date has not been yet set. Potential jurors will begin answering questionnaires at the AITA County Courthouse on March 27th and 28th, and Lori's trial is set to begin April 3rd. Lori's attorneys filed a few days ago to dismiss the death penalty because the prosecutors seek against her, saying the troubling thought of executing a mentally ill person is what they're citing. Yeah, troubling thought of executing a mentally ill person. So there you have it. That's a little bit of this case in a nutshell. We can dive much, much further, and you know we will. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to Mommy Ramblings. Please subscribe to Mommy Ramblings blog. And you'll be aware every time we upload a video or we go live. We do a lot of things here besides just true crime. So it's really a great channel. And if you're new, I hope you join us. It is the best community on YouTube. Take care now. Bye.